Hello Scorpio, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect, and this is the new moon in Sagittarius and solar eclipse that's happening today, depending on where you are. I think it's around, it's after 4 p.m. in the UK today anywho. So it's a new moon. It's usually about new beginnings. And Sagittarius is a really joyful sign, I think. So they are very much truth seekers, justice seeking. It may have those sort of connotations. In terms of where you can cast your mind back to similar energy, which might give you an indication of what this is going to throw up in your life. And bear in mind, eclipses can go out 6 months. It would be December 74, December 82, December 2001. And the period between December 2010 and May 2013 was when we last saw this set of Gemini, Sagittarian, axial eclipses. So yeah, just cast your mind back then if you have any memory. It might give you an idea. Now Scorpio, depending on your chart, but this would highlight your second house, which is money, earned income, possession and job, and yet that's not what's coming through in this reading at all. Okay, but you know, it might be a flip reading. This might be someone you're connecting with. So a success you will enjoy. This might just come through as the energy that you'll be experiencing. It's a man holding a heart here, so I could be reading for a man here, and this is someone you're connecting with. This feels like a very family orientated reading, more than romance, to be honest. This is a man who's either looking for love, who's very much in his feels. It's a man who's dealing with family matters, emotions. So yeah, you or someone you're connected with, and what you should set your intention to. This is about taking some sort of action with the Magician in the mirror, and it's about balancing out the energies of yin and yang. On one hand, he's got the fire, which is passion in the main, drive, and on the other hand, he has the water, which is about emotion and reflection. It's the yin and the yang, basically. But what you need to set your intention towards is taking some sort of control of your own destiny. This is telling you it is a time for action, that you are the creator of your own life, if you like. You're the alchemist here, and you have to balance out these energies. But there's some action required, something you should avoid. And this is a little bit odd, and I may clarify it. It's a door to personal healing and happiness, but this whole reading is telling you, Scorpio, that you need to work with what you currently have or who you're involved with. There are matters of the heart here that need attending to, and it's not about moving on to something new, because it's actually saying you need to sort of avoid new beginnings in your personal life. It might be that you're not in a good heart space to do that, or in actual fact there are other issues within your family, connections that need addressing. Yeah, because we have got mend a broken heart fairy. This is healing from heartache. So I'll read you a little bit of this. When you have a heartache, it's important to treat yourself well. Take time away from the flurry of shoulds you are so often confronted with. Why not take some time to snuggle on the couch with a favourite old movie and have a sniffle? Have a long, comforting bath, and be sure to make a promise to yourself to let close people who are worthy of your love. It's not about being bitter or guarded, but you are a sensitive and tender, sweet being, and some people just are not. So now is not the time for harshness. Soft blankets, sweet dreams, long baths, and a reduction of the harsh energy around you here. So there's been maybe a breakup here, and maybe with a significant other. I genuinely feel it's more of a family issue, and I think it's, you know, probably resurfacing because of the season that we're in. I mean, for some it can be like an unrequited love situation, but I really feel it's family, because the challenge that you face is actually the happy family, or a challenge you will soon face. And this is about connection, getting close to your family. It's about I mean, as I say, it could just be that it's the season, because it can represent that there's some sort of anniversary coming up. You know, whether it's a birthday or, you know, a wedding anniversary, the anniversary of a breakup, or it's just Christmas, maybe you need to connect with family and you're not currently in a good place there. This is a connection that needs healed. And now for some of you, this may be that you are connecting with someone and this is about trying to blend your families. You know, maybe you both have children, one of you has children, and it's about trying to, you know, make some sort of bring that into a cohesive gathering. Maybe the children have issues, they don't get along, but this is the challenge. And what you've been told not to do, or in fact what is a helpful resource in terms of what not to do, is to walk away. So this is something that's not to be avoided. Don't walk away. Don't avoid the situation. Don't let it fester. You know, this is like you have to feel it to heal it sort of thing, but you're being told to initiate a connection, not start anything new. It is a challenge for you, this family issue, this connection, whatever it may be. Don't walk away even though you're in pain. You're almost being told to, you know, sort of sit in it and address it as best you can. Now your intuition is blocked at the base of the deck here. I do have another man here, a man holding a coin, so that might be, you know, a fly in the ointment. But this is just blocked intuition. This is not trusting your intuition. It's not really knowing what direction to take. It's not really knowing how things are going to pan out. And in terms of raising your vibration, what would be really helpful for you is a journey. Now this might be a journey to see your family. It may be that you need, you know, a mini break, you know, a few days away. You may be at a distance from family or from whoever you're in connection with. And how to make yourself feel better, raise your vibration, feel more positive, is to maybe just get a different, be in a different place for a bit. Change the scenery, however short or long that may be. It's not a walking away, it's not leaving anyone. You're being told you need to work on what you've got here. You know, there's something that needs healing and addressing, and you have the ability to balance this out. And the message from the universe is patience in reverse. This is like peaceful redirection, but this is telling you to consider all your options. Know that there's no urgency in the situation. There's no urgency to initiate. I mean, as much as you have to take action as such, that's more saying that you have control over this. You can bring this back to balance should you choose to do it, but this is in terms of how you approach it. It's not to do anything rash. It's not to act out of anger and pain. You may be feeling impatient, and it may be that you just can't seem to sort this, so you just want to bin it all off and go do something else, and that is not what this reading is about. It is quite the opposite. So I'm just going to take a wee clarification on, let's just do a for doors to personal healing and happiness, because I did think that was a bit of an odd one, but the only thing I can tell from that is that it's not a time of new beginnings. What you should avoid, Scorpio, door to personal healing and happiness. Scorpio should avoid. And there might be a mother in the mix here with the bear. But this is also about aggressiveness, because there are deep emotions here with the well, and deep emotions that need sort of brought to the surface, but it might not be something that you want to do in a public place, a meeting or a gathering. And that is obviously what the challenge is here, maybe with the happy family, if there is some sort of event coming up. The bear can represent a boss, and bear in mind that this is usually your house would be money, earned income, etc. But it really depends on your chart. It's really not, it's not that simple. But so show me this bear. Okay, it can be a mother, it can be you know, the mother of your children, but this is to avoid any shows of strength, using your you know, dominance and power. any sort of meeting. I'm sort of feeling that you have to avoid any sort of aggression. So it can be about an engagement. This might be an actual wedding that someone is going to, or an engagement party, something like that. But this is about contracts and promises. Avoid promising something that you're not going to maybe be able to deliver on. Show me the happy family for Scorpio, which is the challenge. Show me the happy family, which is the challenge. Alright, so we've got the key and the child. So the key is about answers and resolutions. The child can be an actual child, but can also be about new beginnings, births. This is what you should avoid. I'm just feeling that whatever you've got going on, there's issues that need to be addressed and resolved then before you sort of jump ship or walking away. I think you want to throw the towel in. Maybe it's a painful ship situation. So that would be like mother and child here. This is the actual family. And this is a challenge, bringing this together. There may be a lot of disputes and arguments here. You know, people may not be particularly honest and upfront with how they're feeling. Walking away in reverse as the resource. Yeah, I mean, you've not to walk away because your mind is troubled, because you're confused, because you can't seem to fix it. You've not to do that, Scorpio. This is like you have to sort of knuckle down and you know, play the hand you're being dealt currently. Let's just see where you have to go in the journey. That was the key and the child yet again. This is in connection with this happy family. So maybe your family's at a distance from you, you know. Your mother, your wife, your husband, someone's at a distance from you. So communication with a woman here. This can be like travel documents. Oh, crikey. Let's see. Show me the letter. What's the letter contain for Scorpio? Secrets. Knowledge. Yeah, there we go. Here's the mask and the whip. So, you know, this might be the female you're connecting with, the one that you're suffering a broken heart from. As I say, it could be a mother when the bear shows up there. This is about divulging some secrets here about, you know, arguments, what's been hidden. That someone's wearing a mask here, someone's fronting in some ways. There may be, the whip's a very difficult card. It's something that can come round again and again. This can be like, I mean, it can be abuse sometimes, but it's more about, it can be coercion, and it can be debates, and it can be arguments. It can be sex. That's how to raise your vibration, is to communicate some sort of secret that you'll be aware of. And that might be sort of what lets the floodgates open here. But you have to work with what you've got. That is the overall message for you, Scorpio. You've not to, you know, burn the house down, you know, bin everything off, because you can't, because you maybe are impatient. You maybe just don't feel you can resolve the situation because your intuition is blocked. That can sometimes be a fear of, you know, connecting with your intuition. A fear of, you know, dreams and visions. Didn't ask, but I do have Mother Earth. Show me the advice for Scorpio for this Sagittarius new moon, please. Please like and subscribe if you would, please. If you would like personal information is below. Hermit, retreat and recharge. This is this journey. And medicine, Mother again. Mother's all the way through this. Honor your inner knowing. So the journey might be a metaphorical journey. It's not like taking a big trip. It's not like relocating or anything like that. It feels like, you know, a little break, just a little time out to go to a Zen place. And consider your options, because I think you have more options than you think you have. And you possibly think you have less options because you don't particularly like the options that are in front of you, and because they're going to involve some maybe difficult communication with your family, or some connections or reconnecting. So control your breathing. I'm going to read you the Medicine Mother. That might be helpful. Yeah, I'm feeling my heart starting to pick up the pace there a wee bit. It's like, you know, you're just stood at the door of an event and you're going to walk in. Crikey. And take action and do what you need to do. Mother always knows best, they say, and it's true. We all know a maternal figure who's extremely intuitive and insightful, and this Medicine Mother has gone through many ups and downs. She has lived and she has lost, and she knows what it's like to suffer and to want to give up. So the medicine of this card is that it's okay to make mistakes and get it wrong sometimes, and it's okay for things to come to an end. It's not the end of the world, it's just the end of one chapter and the beginning of something new. The Medicine Mother reminds you that even though you have low lows, you aren't here to suffer. You're here to be supported and to support others. Let her give you the loving encouragement to take the next step forward. So there is an old pattern rising up in you now, and it's time to deal with it. This old pattern for you, Scorpio, might be just to retreat, to walk away, to not confront the issues, and that's what you've been told not to do. Okay? You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the steps you know you need to take to move closer to where you'd like to be. You already know the answers. You know what you need to be doing. You may have been using delaying tactics or holding back, and now you're being guided to take action. Action requires courage, but your angels and guides are bringing you the courage to move forward and take just one step, and when you do, the next one will be presented to you. I do think that's a bit of a block as well with the intuition here and the patience in reverse. It's like, because you can't see how it's going to play out and what the eventual outcome is, you're getting into that overthinking mode where you don't take any action at all. You know, it's like, well, if I do this, there are maybe 4 potential outcomes, and then you look at the 4 potential outcomes of each of those, and then you get completely confused, so you don't even do the this, and there's only ever going to be probably 1 or 2 logical steps for you to take. But if you're not taking the step due to fear, then it's already the wrong decision. Scorpio, that is your reading. Please look after yourselves. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.